2018, 7,007 noise complaints were filed with the city of Asheville. The council was scheduled to vote on an amendment this spring, but that would move appeals from the Noise Ordinance Board to the Asheville Police Department. That amendment was withdrawn from the meeting after critique from Councilman Keith Young, who stated concern that this amendment would open up new paths to the criminal justice system. Major noise concerns include construction, vehicle and interstate traffic, commercial machinery like air conditioning motors, train horns, over-amplification of music, and fireworks, just to name a few. As this moves forward to council, it is expected to lead to decibels as a measurement for noise violations and specific times of day. So even though neighbors want to address the early morning sound of a trash truck as the backup beeping sound hits about 112 decibels, due to available traffic stop data showing racial disparities in traffic stops, it could have potential to impact poor motorists who can't afford to fix their mufflers or lead to drivers getting stopped for loud music, which is between 85 and 100 decibels on average. For more information and to fill out the noise ordinance study, visit ashevillennc.gov/noise. This Tuesday, the Asheville City Council agenda includes a presentation on naming rights for the Asheville Civic Center and the annual public hearing on next year's $190 million budget that starts this July 1st. This year, the council expanded budget meetings around the budget process, but this is the first and only time that public comment will be available. A public survey with just 79 responses in a city of about 90,000 people is named as an informative resource for the city manager's office and showed public safety to be the highest concern, followed by environmental protection and sustainability, affordable housing, and sidewalks, bikeways, and greenways. In the council retreat, implementation of the Transit Master Plan ranked highest, with meeting the city's 4% carbon reduction goals ranking 12th as a priority. Since the draft budget was released, and following the county's commitment to ensure a base pay of $15 an hour for county staff, it has become a contentious issue for city consideration. Staying within the proposed $1.9 million budget for pay increases could mean lower cost of living increases for higher paid staff in order to get the 140 city employees, 50 of which are firefighters, brought up to the $15 an hour base rate. This could bring more staff members, especially support staff, into eligibility for the new down payment assistance program, which means that support staff could live in the city, which would reduce their commute time and commute travel costs. The second hot ticket item in the budget this year is the Transit Master Plan funding. Last week, both the Multimodal Transportation Commission and the Transit Committee, both of which I serve on, endorsed full funding of the master plan, which includes extended hours that are not in the draft budget currently. At this time, 30% of Asheville Transit routes send their last bus by 8 p.m., and the plan suggests extending all routes until at least 10 p.m. That estimated cost is going to total about $850,000, though there's still negotiations with the county on paratransit. As an advisor on the multimodal and the transit committee, I'm going to speak from my perspective at this time. The evening hours have been an advocacy point for public transit for exactly a decade as part of Just Economics' 19-point People's Agenda for Transportation Reform. Delaying the funding at this point means delaying future improvements, including additional routes and collaborations for extension into Buncombe County. Though the council cannot allocate funds in future budgets, ensuring funding for evening service now sends a message that full-year funding will be in the operations budget conversation for next year's budget cycle. For more information, an action alert has been posted by Just Economics, and we'll post to that link. The City Council meeting takes place at 5 p.m. on City Hall, and the public hearing on the budget will be early in the meeting. There's expected to be a really large crowd, and overflow rooms will be opened if the chambers reach capacity, which is anticipated. Members of the public wishing to speak during the hearing should alert city staff so they can sign up to have their name called. Next Tuesday, June 4th at 5 p.m., the Buncombe County Commission will hold their public hearing on the $337 million county budget. New county manager Avril Pender has been in position for just a few months. Her presentation last time included new staff positions to address the Commission's strategic goals, and commissioners are pushing forward major investments in affordable housing, opioid crisis response, and early childhood education. More to come on next week's edition of the Weekly Update here on JM Pro. Thank you to the JM Pro team, to Matilda Bliss of ASurge, and to you for watching.